Hi, good morning. All right, I didn't announce this live. I didn't send out the phone alert. So we're just going to see what happens, okay? Today, I would like for you to report back your progress on house sitting, on taking a sabbatical, on moving abroad. Report back, please. It's time for you to let us know what you've been able to accomplish in this direction, right? What have you been able to get done in terms of planning a sabbatical, planning a move abroad, planning or starting house sitting? All right. I didn't announce this, so no one's here yet. I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to start off with me telling you um, my update. Okay. Update us on your sabbatical slash move abroad. So I'm going to give you my update slash house sitting progress. All right. So last week I was tired and not really into it. I feel about the same this week. I think part of this is that I just need a change of scenery. I don't do well with winter. I really don't do well with winter. So that's why I'm sorry. I didn't send any note. I didn't set this up last night like I normally do. I didn't send any text alerts. I didn't do any of that stuff. I'm at a point now where I am getting things done like 60 seconds before I need to get it done. Right? Last week I was about 10 minutes. I was getting things done about 10 minutes before they needed to be done. This week I'm about 60 seconds out, right? Normally, I'm a couple of days ahead. Normally, I feel like I'm a couple of days ahead of things because usually I keep a calendar with a schedule and I do things. Uh, I'm at, I'm not there right now. I'm not there, so I apologize, but I'm glad to see your smiling faces. Hello, Jacquiana. Hello from Ghana. Hi, Brother True. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, LG in LA. Good morning, Elaine. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Pilar. Good morning, Radiance Walker. Hey, Celeste. Hey, Katrina. Good morning, Elizabeth. Hey, Bill. Good morning, Doorstew98. Hi, Larissa. Good morning. Hey, Nels. Hey, I said you, LG. You're in here twice. Hey, good morning, Tiffany. Okay, so good morning, friends. Nice to see your faces. Hey, Moxie. Hey, Lisa. All right, so nice to see your smiling faces. Yeah, so seriously, that's all we got, right? All we're going to do today is you are going to report back. You are going to give us your progress reports, right? If your goal is to start house sitting, have you gotten your membership set up yet? Have you gotten your references yet? Have you put your picture on your profile yet? All right. If your goal is to take a career break, have you figured out the money? I think a career break starts with how much money do I need? So have you figured out how much money do you need? If you're stuck, say you're stuck. If you're planning a move abroad, have you considered some places to go? Have you joined some communities, some online communities in those places? Okay, so please take a second in the chat and tell us where you are with your progress. Okay, so um, I didn't really have any move abroad plan this year. So Rashida, I'll report back for Rashida. Rashida got residency in Mexico, right? So she's already was living in Mexico, but Mexico is a place where you can get residency. You don't have to be there on the down low, right? There's some places that people move to, quote unquote, move to, but they're really there on a lot of tourist visas back to back to back, right? So Rashida, who is Sheeta's on the Loose on YouTube, got residency in Mexico, youtube.com/Sheetas on the Loose. Okay, so if this is a place that you're considering, if you're considering Mexico as a long-term home or maybe a 6 month out of the year home, right? If you want a snowbird, then please follow Rashida and watch her videos on the residency process, right? But I didn't have a move abroad plan this year. I didn't even have, well, I did kind of have a sabbatical plan. So that's the first place we'll start. I did have a plan to take a month off in the month of October. We ran the summit in September, and I planned to take all of October off with no work, but I didn't do it because I just had some good ideas. I came off of the summit last year exhausted. Last year, the summit was exhausting. This year, I came off the summit energized and ready to do some more stuff. So I decided that I would not take the month off in October. I wanted to work while I was in the mood to work, right? Right now, actually, I'm not in the mood to work. So I'm shutting things down on December 24th through January 1st. I think I'm not going to do any work. But that was the sabbatical plan. So I had a month off planned, but I didn't take it. But like I said, I'm a moody, go with the flow person. I like to, if I'm in the mood to work, because I'm hardly ever in the mood to work. If I'm in the mood to work, I felt like I needed to do that. So I didn't take a sabbatical this year. And then house sitting plans. My house sitting plan was to take a nice USA house sit road trip, and I did that. I wanted to do a little more this summer. I wanted to house sit in a few more stops this summer, but COVID, people were still, travel wasn't full force, and people weren't doing long-term travel. But I did have a really good summer house sitting. I house sat in Tampa, Florida for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, which was awesome. That house sit was the bomb. That house sit was wonderful. Right, a pool. It's just a beautiful house on a beautiful island with a beautiful yard and a beautiful pool and Trader Joe's box of wine, right? I had a good time. Asheville, I had a lovely house, beautiful home in Asheville that I house sat in. Both of those cities, it was my first time in either city. First time in Asheville, so first time in Tampa. So I had a good summer of house sitting. I feel like I had 3. I must have had one. Did I have another short one, or did I have one that didn't happen? I thought I had 3, but I only remember 2. It must have been canceled or something. I don't know. But so house sitting, I did what I wanted to do. I got that good road trip in. As far as travel, I also wanted to, again, COVID has changed things. I really wanted to either visit Ireland or Scotland this year. Seriously, I don't know the difference. Like, I'm not kidding. I don't know the difference. I know Ireland has the cliffs of Moher, right? The cliffs are in Ireland and the Highland cows are in Scotland. That's the only difference, right? Scotland, you get to take pictures with the cows, the really hairy cows. That's all I know as far as the difference goes. In one, you're going to get good beer. In one, you're going to get good whiskey. Or maybe they both do good whiskey and Scotch, because Scotch is a whiskey, right? So, I don't know the difference. I would have really liked to get to one of those this year. Didn't happen. Ireland was open for a long time with COVID to Americans. Ireland was open, but it just wasn't a good time. There was no good time to get there. So that's my update for house sitting, for sabbatical, for travel for 2021. Those are the things that I did. And then I guess for move abroad, I have made a little bit of progress. I've added another place to my list of options. So you know that I don't keep a home base. I house sit year round, but I don't keep a home base except for this lovely room in exotic Dover, Delaware in my parents' house. But I want to do some things over the next couple of years that are going to require me to have a home base. And by some things, I mean adoption. And so I started thinking about where do I want to make this home base. And so I added Curacao to the list. I talked the other day about my list of priorities for a place, like a 6-hour or less direct flight from New York to the place to get back home to Delaware. A cost of living, I need to be able to live under $2,500 a month all in. Good weather, right? No winter, right? I needed to stay above 60 or 65 all year. I think even Puerto, Portugal only gets the high, right? I needed to get up to at least 60 every day of the year. I think Porto has days where the highs are in the 50s, but I don't think it has days where highs are in the 40s, right? But that list, it includes now, it was Portugal and mostly Lisbon, seriously, mostly Lisbon, Portugal. But I'm flexible in terms of Portugal. But I added Curacao to the list, sight unseen. I'm still planning on going to Curacao this winter, January, February, March. So we'll see. But I've added Curacao to the list of places where that may become my home base. So I guess that is a move abroad. That is a progress report. That is something to report as far as move abroad progress. I added a new place to the list. And so I'll be checking that out soon. All right, so let's go through, let's see what your updates are. Hey, Janelle. Janelle says, when I say 2,500, does that include child care costs? No. Good point. No, it does not include child care cost because I'm talking about for me, right? 2,500 for me to live. Kid costs, I don't really know how to figure out kid costs. I don't know what kids cost. I don't know. I really don't know. $1 million, I don't know what kids cost. But I just mean as a solo person, as long as I can live there for 2,500, I think I can support two of us for, I don't know, 3,500 a month? I don't know. Right. So that's a good question, Janelle. Yeah, so no, I'm just talking about my cost of living. I don't know what kids cost. I'm not there on the worksheet yet. All right. I did not send a text. I'm sorry. Tools that actually work, Life Tourist. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. I didn't have any capacity to get anything done today. I am not ahead of the schedule right now. Normally, I operate about 2 days ahead of things. I usually can get something done a day, at least a day or two before I need it. For the last few weeks, I've been 10 minutes ahead. I've been able to get things done 10 minutes before I need them done. Today, I am about 60 seconds. I'm about 60 seconds out. I can get it done 60 seconds before I need it. So I was not able to send that text alert today. I apologize. Okay. Good morning to everyone who I haven't yet said good morning to. So let's update each other. Let's hear about your progress. Good morning, Mom. All right. Okay, Cutie Pie's on a train. Hey, Cutie Pie. All right. So Cutie Pie's got an update for us. She's in Portugal. I don't think you were in Portugal this time last year. I don't remember when you got to Portugal because I did miss out on a lot of this because I've been waiting on a YouTube channel. But that's Cutie Pie's update, right? Cutie Pie is in Portugal. She wasn't in Portugal before. So that's a sabbatical or move abroad update. I don't even know if this is a move abroad or a sabbatical yet. I don't know. We need more info. We need some info from her. Okay. Okay, Savvy Soldier has an update. I've now been living in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico for 1 month. Just received my TEFL certification to teach English as a foreign teacher. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, so Jalisco is the state in Mexico that their motto is Jalisco es Mexico, right? Jalisco is Mexico. Jalisco is the things that you think and that you want to experience when you come to Mexico. That is this state, right? Like in the U.S., people might come to the U.S., but if you go to Wyoming, have you really seen the U.S.? I don't really know what state is the U.S., right? I don't know. But Jalisco's slogan is Jalisco es Mexico. And it's a wonderful state. It's Guadalajara, right? The city of Guadalajara is the biggest city there. Tequila, though, the town of Tequila is the home of tequila. No beverage that is made outside of tequila is called tequila. All tequila is made in tequila or processed in tequila, I guess. And mariachi music. Jalisco is the home of mariachi music. The food is good. It's a state with certain, every state has certain like foods that are prominent. Jalisco is a beautiful state. Guadalajara is a good city to live in. I'm going to tell y'all, Savvy Soldier, would you agree with this? Guadalajara isn't like the most fun. It's not the most fun city, but it is a good city to live in. Good neighborhoods, good access to things. I'm a fan of Guadalajara as a place to be, not a place to visit as much as a place to be. Anyway, you didn't ask me for that, but congratulations. All right. And then the TEFL certification means now she has a job with a portable income, right? Now you can be wherever and know that you're going to make some money because there are everywhere all around the world. There are people who need to learn English or on your laptop, or on your phone, which I don't have with me, right? You can teach English from your laptop online. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on that. All right, good progress. We're starting off strong. Hi, Danielle Brooks. Good morning. On vacation in San Juan, Puerto Rico, working on my sabbatical goal for 2022. I'm taking the month of July off. Get it on the calendar. That's how you do it, Danielle. Okay, good. All right, I'm glad to see that. Danielle has her sabbatical on her calendar. All right, don't be like me and be like, oh, I'll push it back. Don't do that. Okay, just do it. Wonderful. I hope you're enjoying Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a place where I really want to go, and I've never been because I got stood up from some friends. Puerto Rico is one of the places that spurred me to solo travel because some friends and I were planning a trip to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm about to say. There were probably 6 of us going, right? And then every time it was time to do something, people would back out. Time to put the money down, time to do this, time to do that. People start backing out. So I didn't go to Puerto Rico. This was, I think, when I was still in the Army. So I was like 27, 28, and I just didn't go. I've never been to Puerto Rico. I've never had mofongo. I've never had all the foods that I watch when I watch people doing their Puerto Rico travel blogs, right? Tiffany Hurd, who is Where in the Herd is Tiffany. Tiffany Hurd, her YouTube video about Puerto Rico made me so jealous because she did what I want to do. She ate all the foods, right? I still haven't gotten to experience that. So I'm glad that you're in San Juan on vacation. You're ahead of me. And exciting. I'm excited that you're taking July off. So what are the steps that you need in order to make sure that that happens? Like, seriously, what steps do you need to take? Or do you need to, are you getting approval? I don't know how much you want to tell us, right? Is this a situation where you can get a leave of absence? Do you need to quit your job? Are you automatically going to be in between jobs? If you want to share more, Danielle, about the sabbatical steps, feel free. If not, then not. Hi, Missy. Missy's update. I'm currently putting together my financial plan. I realize that I've been settling and making choices that don't serve me anymore. I surrender and I'm ready for my best next move. All right, best next move. Okay. Yeah, I hope that you're not beating yourself up. Your words didn't sound harsh to yourself. So I hope that you're not speaking harshly to yourself about where you are today. Yeah, so we're going to get our plan together, financial plan I think you want to move abroad. I'm sorry, my Band-Aid's falling off. All right, so the move abroad, I have some good videos on the first steps or the steps to figuring out the money, right? How to figure out how much do you need. Once you know how much you need per month, things become a whole lot more realistic. Okay, so I'm putting together my financial plan, okay, making choices. Okay, good update, Missy. Keep us posted, right? Keep us posted. Katrina, I'm working on getting my TEFL certification. All right, way to go, Katrina. Working on, does that mean that you have the place, you know who you're going to do it through, and you're just have you started yet? What does working on mean? Have you started it? Y'all know I want details. I want details. I want 411. Angela, good morning, everybody. Working on getting a passport. Good. And I'm vaccinated. Double good. All right. Those are the things you need to see the world today, right? To see the world today, you need a passport. You need vaccinations. Congratulations, Angela. I talked to a lady the other day who was working on getting her passport, but I can't remember what she said, what the turnaround was. If you got your passport very recently, Angela, do you want to tell us how long the whole process took? I don't remember what she said her turnaround was recently. So there have been times when it's been pretty smooth during COVID, and there have been times when there have been significant delays. So if you're thinking you want to get up out of the country, it's time to get that passport together. Get it started, because I don't remember how long the process is taking. Angela B. Martin, moving abroad update. Location picked. Yes. Budget set. Yes. Move date set for summer of 22. Yes. Purging underway. Yes. All right. That's progress. That's progress, Angela. Angela's moving a whole family. That's progress. Angela has a whole house to get rid of, right? A whole house to empty. That's wonderful progress. All right. So if you want, do you want to share with your friends the criteria for picking your location in the chat? If not, then not. I've told you all my criteria for picking a location. And I want to say one more time that a lot of us, I don't like when you can see the doorstop, but I also don't like that you can see that this door is open. I don't know. I didn't set things up the way I normally do. I don't know why I can't stop staring at that. Whatever. I've told you my criteria for picking a location for a home base. My budget, the distance from the flight, right? The length of a flight in and out of New York or DC. My parents are in Delaware, so I can fly out of New York or DC. The weather, I forgot to say tall men. Like, I picked places that have men who are average 5'9" or taller. Like, seriously, Portugal and Curacao both fit that criteria. I feel like there should be more criteria than that. But I guess those are the basics. Money, weather, food, right? Food that I'm going to enjoy eating, because there are some places where the food is just not good, like the Philippines. If the Philippines was closer, I still don't think I would make it my home. The people in the Philippines they have to be some of the best people in the world, right? Just wonderful people. And the beaches also are some of the best in the world. Some of those islands in the Philippines are always at the top of the list of the most beautiful beaches in the world. But man, the food, they only eat a handful of things, and mostly it's hard to find. Like in Vietnam, when you're in the mood for some good pho, or you're in for a banh mi, the sandwich or whatever, you can get it. Just go out and get it. In Vietnam, it's a little more complicated. I mean, in the Philippines, it's a little more complicated to get their food, right? So if you've ever worked with Filipino women in the U.S., which I have in hospitals, they cook. The women and men cook and bring you food, and they feed you so well. The name almost came to me. Those little tiny egg roll things and the noodle dish, right? They eat good food, but when you're in the Philippines, on these islands, I don't know. Where is that? Where that at? Where are the restaurants that serve that? It's all Jollibee, which is like a Chinese, I think it's a Chinese McDonald's, like a fast food, right? Everything is Jollibee and Pizza Hut, and right? It was really hard to eat well, and the coffee is terrible. The Philippines are right next to Indonesia, some of the best coffee in the world, and Vietnam is not far. Also, very good coffee. But coffee in the Philippines, they don't do it. They're not into coffee. It's all instant, all powdered. Right. So anyway, all of that to say, those are my criteria include food, weather, cost of living, distance, flight, right? How long is the flight back to New York or DC? Taller men, taller than average men, right? So if y'all want to share your criteria for picking a location, that would be nice. That would be helpful to people to think on things that they hadn't thought about, right? I also need reliable and fast internet. Another thing the Philippines doesn't have. Another thing Portugal does have. Another thing that I'm going to have to see in Curacao. I would assume, because Curacao is an island that's popular with rich people, I would assume they have good internet, good, fast, reliable internet. All right. Tori, Prophet Mother, I'm planning a 2020 house sit road trip with my family. It was really fun to pull out a map. I didn't have a physical map, but like look on a map and say, okay, these are the cities that I want to house sit in, and let me set my alerts and apply for house sits that pop up in these cities. That was a really fun thing, and you and your family are going to love that. The key to getting house sits in consecutive is just to make sure that you have the alerts set up on your phone. If you have that top tier membership with Trusted Housesitters, you get a lot of alerts. I don't remember if it's 10 alerts or unlimited alerts. To me, 10 is unlimited because I'm not going to set more than 10. But you get to make sure that you set alerts. You want to be the first person. When a house sit pops up that you were interested in, you want to be the first person or the first family to house sit. So I think that's one of the keys, one of the secrets to getting, I don't think I need this, one of the secrets to getting booked back to back in succession like that. And that's wonderful. Yeah. It was fun putting that together for myself. So it's going to be even more fun putting that together for your family, Tori. Keep us posted for 2022. Okay, keep us posted. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, I found you through Sheeta, and both of you ladies definitely made me change my goals so I can travel more and really start working on my own business. Good, Tiffany. Yes, somebody introduced us to this new way, and we cannot stop sharing this new way, right? There is another way to do things. You don't have to work until you're exhausted and then try to travel and live after retirement, right? You can do it now. You could do it now. If some people can do that with the jobs they have. Some of us cannot, right? I was a pharmacy technician. I could not, right? But there's a different way to do things. If you want to see the world, you can see the world today while your knees bend, while everything's not cracking and I'm at the point now where everything, I'd make noise. There's no secret. I cannot walk in quietly to a space. My ankles, my knees, everything makes noises now, but they still bend and they still move. Anyway, yeah, you want to do these things while you can. So I'm so glad, Tiffany. So what is the first step or next step for you? Right? So you've got these goals written down. So what is the next step? Is it look for a remote friendly job? Is it look at my job's policy on leaves of absence? Can I take a leave of absence? Is it quit my job? Is it save up money so I don't have to work? Tell us if you want to. You can share with us your next step. Hi, Latina. Work has been busier than expected, but I have time off until the new year. Good, to declutter and make a plan financially to take a sabbatical next year. Very good, Latina. Very good. So y'all don't forget about my December Declutter Challenge. Okay? This Declutter Challenge is at adecember2declutter.org. We are raising money for Maisha Francis, who is an artist out of New Orleans. We're raising money so that she can take a sabbatical next year. We're putting money together to give to Maisha so she can take a sabbatical. All right? So at a December 2 Declutter, you can either give money based on how much decluttering you do, or you can just give a flat amount. I think I made it a little more complicated than I needed to by saying, give $1 for every box or bag or whatever. You don't have most people are not doing it that way. They're just giving a flat amount. So we're putting our money together to give to Maisha Francis, who is a painter, a visual artist, so she can take a sabbatical next year. So while you're working on your sabbatical, you can also contribute to someone else being able to make art, right? Being able to take time away from work, make art, and explore, see the world, or see wherever she wants to see. I don't know. She's going to Rwanda for a vacation, so maybe she'll go to Rwanda, fall in love with Rwanda, and want to spend more time there. We're going to help that happen, help make that happen. All right, that's at adecember2declutter.org. If you're watching the replay, hello, that's in the description. All right, let's get back up here. All right. Where was I with the comments? That was, so Tori's family road trip, Tiffany, good. Latina, okay, here we are. So Cutie Pie is in Portugal, and she's saying the place is so picturesque. I'm hoping to get some great pictures of Cascais soon. Cascais is a beach town very close to Lisbon, very popular with tourists and expats and stuff because it's so beautiful. I think it's a separate town, though. I don't think Cascais is a neighborhood. I think it's a separate town, but right next to Lisbon. All right, Danielle, my main goal is becoming debt-free before my sabbatical. Okay, 50% of the way there. Good work, Danielle. Good work. Yeah, I think it's good to have that the certain amounts, certain debt, it's good to have it cleared out before you go, right? Now, we're not talking student loan debt. I don't know that you need to worry about paying off student loans before you leave. But if you want to take a sabbatical and your focus is going to be peace of mind and rest and relaxation, I don't think you want credit card debt hanging over your head. So good job. Good work, Danielle. Nels Michelle, business is up and running, taking 3 months off, June, July, and August. Planning and traveling to the Ivory Coast, Seychelles, and Congo. I'm from Congo. Oh, that's amazing. So 3 months is a good amount of time. Most adults have not had 3 months in their adult life where they did not work. I'm a fan of that. I love that, okay? Having a business that can support you so that you can live your dreams is the ultimate, right? It's the ultimate. It's one step below not having to have any income, right? It's one step below, I already have the money, I don't need to think about the money. The next step, having a business that supports you so that you can do these things, that's the dream, right? That's where I am now. And so congratulations to you, Nels Michelle, on doing that, right? Do you want to tell us what you do? What do? You didn't say. What kind of business? Hi, Lee Naturally. Asheville was so cute. It's really cute. Whiter than I expected, believe it or not. I don't know that I saw Black people until my friend Katrina and I went out to eat at a restaurant. Like just driving around and walking around. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know North Carolina to be a white state, right? But Asheville was a very white state, a white city. But I had good food, and they had a grocery store that I like. I like grocery stores. I like certain grocery stores, and I can't remember what grocery store it was that I was so excited to see. Was it Harris Teeter? I think Harris Teeter, right? They had a grocery store that I like. Pretty, right? Beautiful. The home that I was in had an amazing view. And I saw a bear walking down the street. I'm walking this way. He's walking this way. He stopped. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. And then he was like, all right, I'll go hide in the bush until you leave. So I turned around. Me and the dog turned around and went back. Yeah, I had a good time. A short house sit in Asheville, but a good time there. And I would go back. It did surprise me though, seriously, how white Asheville was. All right, Larissa, girl, I'm coming with you. If it wasn't April, I would sneak out there with you. Larissa, my family is going to Ireland in April. Enjoy it. It looks really awesome. And Irish people just have a reputation of being good people. Yeah, it looks so cute, right? I'm a sucker for pretty buildings. That's why I like Portugal, right? They put tile on the outside of the buildings and they're so colorful. Ireland has just a really good look. You know what I mean? Has a really good look. The Dublin, right? That historic bar that everybody has seen pictures of, right? That Ireland just, to me, looks like it would be just a really nice place to be, right? To soak in the atmosphere. And then there's like Cork with the houses on the front of the waterfront, houses on the waterfront. It just looks like a really good time. That's good, Larissa. Are y'all doing like a road trip, driving around? Enjoy it. Yeah, I can't wait to go get some pictures with some Highland cows. I will buy a dress specifically for that photo shoot. I don't care. If I get to Scotland, believe me, I'm packing a dress so that I can be in the field with the cows looking good. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, Ladybug77, we're getting direct flights from Raleigh, Durham to Ireland this May. Y'all didn't tell me. I always tell you where I'm going. Y'all didn't tell me we were going to Ireland this spring. All right. Enjoy. Enjoy. All right. Y'all don't want to tell me. I tell you where I'm going. Hi, Pilar. I'm moving abroad to Mexico by June. Budget done. Decluttering stuff getting done now. Scheduled a 3-week relocation trip to San Miguel de Allende in January and February. All right. That's it. Yeah. I'll be in San Miguel December 27th through January 6th or something like that. I'll be in San Miguel myself. So if you get there that early, I'll be there. San Miguel is adorable. It's such a cute town. Another place that's whiter than you would expect, though, right? So be prepared for that. Lots and lots of Americans and Canadians and others, British and other people in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful and it's cute and beautiful and fun and good food. And there are things to do and things to see. And it's a really cute town. It's not very far from a couple of larger cities. So if you want to be in a place with more city stuff, right? More conveniences, then you could still be in San Miguel and still be closer to a city. Yeah. So it's a good choice. All right, Pilar, good choice. All right. So is that all the updates? Where am I? Nope, I'm only halfway through. Femi, yay for a Caribbean island, making it to your list. Femi, I promise you, I just had not considered the Caribbean for 2 reasons. Okay. Number one, I didn't realize that there were places that weren't Barbados expensive, right? To me, well, see, okay, so 2 things. I didn't realize there were places that weren't crazy expensive. And it just never occurred to me that I could go to and live in a Black place without being in a country in Africa. I swear, it just didn't occur to me. I haven't spent enough time in the Caribbean. I've only vacationed there. I took 1 vacation to Jamaica and 1 cruise to the Bahamas. So it just didn't occur to me that, oh, you can live in a Black place without being in Africa. Africa's not going to work for me. No place on the continent right now would work for me. Okay? Thinking on my criteria, the 6-hour flight to JFK, the cost of living, None of Africa is going to work for me personally, right? Based on my criteria, my needs. But it just didn't occur to me that the Caribbean would be an option until Exodus Homecoming. We talked to Danny, who lives in Barbados now. We talked to Zoe, who lives in Grenada now. And I was like, oh, the Caribbean exists. And you can do it without being a millionaire, right? Another realization that I just needed somebody else to share with me. I thought you needed to be a millionaire to be able to afford to live in the Caribbean. Curacao is one of the least expensive islands in the Caribbean, as cost of living wise, as reported by people who visit there, right? So, right, good cost of living. It's Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao make up the ABC Islands. It's really far south, but there's still direct flights from Curacao to JFK. 6 hour, I think 5 or 6 hour direct flights. So it still makes it, squeezes in. And then my income has increased. So I don't have to live on the lower cost of living that I was living on before. So Curacao now fits into my budget when it wouldn't have a year or two ago. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going there. I got my ticket. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't feel real. Sometimes when I'm planning things, I know I'm going and it feels real. For some reason, Curacao doesn't feel that real to me, but I got my ticket and I got a place to stay for 1 month. I booked a place for, I think, maybe 3 weeks, the 10th through January 10th through 31st. I have a place to stay. So I'm excited. I just feel like COVID could snatch that away from me at any second. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited to explore that and see what that's like. Curacao also doesn't have hurricanes. It's not in hurricane alley. I don't know that I would want to be in certain parts of the Caribbean. I wouldn't want to set up a home base, I don't think, in a hurricane epicenter, right? I don't want to have to deal with that, whether I'm there or not. It's just something that I don't want to have to deal with. And Curacao doesn't get hurricanes. So win, 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 win. We'll see if I like it there. I've never spent that much time on an island. Will I like it? Right? Is it just dull? Is this a 3 weeks max type of place or what? We'll see. So I'm excited about checking it out. Hi, glass half full. I have purchased / invested in software to start making income online. Good. My goal is to become a digital nomad. Good. Do you want to share with us what kind of work you're planning to do? You don't have to. I'm just nosy. Being able to work from anywhere in the world opens up the world, right? It opens up the whole world to you. A lot of people get fixated on getting a job abroad, but I think that's the wrong answer. I think for most people, for 99% of us, getting a job in another country is the wrong answer. For one, a lot of us want to go to countries with low cost of living. Low cost of living means low income, right? Low cost of living means low pay. Number two, which is the long, drawn-out, complicated process. Getting permission to work in another country means your employer has to prove they don't have anybody there who can do the work, right? For some people, it's easy. Artists and actors, and it seems pretty easy for them to get the work permit or the work visa, the work papers in another country. For creatives, seems like a fairly straightforward process, but for a lot of other people, it's a difficult and time-consuming process when you could have just spent that time getting an online income, right? Get a remote job that's truly remote, right, where they don't care where you are. Location agnostic is what it was called last week. I don't remember who called it that, but I've started using that, right? Get a location agnostic job or business income of your own or investment income or whatever to make sure that you can be wherever you want. Okay. Wonderful. Good progress updates, guys. Good progress updates. Hi, Jessica. What Latin American countries do I think are safest? So if you're staying in Latin American countries, in my experience, I've been to Costa Rica, Brazil, which is Latin America. I stumble with Brazil being called Latin America, right? Because they're Portuguese. They speak Portuguese, not Spanish, but I think that still makes them Latin America. But y'all know what I'm saying. I've been to Costa Rica, Brazil, and Mexico only so far. I've not been to other places. But so far, these are places where if you're not involved in gangs, these places have gangs. Well, I don't know if Costa Rica has gangs. Costa Rica is very, very peaceful. So let's just put Costa Rica #1 on the list, okay? Costa Rica, a very peaceful place. They don't even have a military. They don't even have a military, let alone gangs. I doubt Costa Rica has gangs. Okay. So just Costa Rica #1. But of all of the rest of the countries, if you're not involved in gang and drug activity, you are going to feel very safe, especially if you live in the United States. I've never talked to Canadians to see how they feel when they go places. But if you live in the United States, in any metropolitan area, you will feel safer when you leave the United States and go pretty much anywhere in the world, as long as you're minding the law, following the law, right? Don't go there and break the law. You will feel safer. That's just a fact. We are not in a safe country. We're not safe here. We're not safe. Where do you feel safe? You don't feel safe at church. You don't feel safe at school. You don't feel safe in the mall. You don't feel safe in the movie theater. You don't feel safe. I know you don't, because I live here too, right? So these are places where you'll feel safer because they don't have guns. They have health care. A lot of these places have access to health care, including mental health care. They have a system that does not perpetuate the violence that is perpetuated in the U.S. and they're not founded on violence like the U.S. is founded on. We're built on a foundation of violence. Violence is our default setting. It's not like that in a lot of the world. Now, I'm not saying nowhere in the world, but I'm saying in the places that you're considering going, the places in the world that you are considering for you, you're going to feel safer than you feel today, right? I asked people where they're from. I didn't ask you. You can tell us, Jessica, what city or what area you live in. But people ask me this, and then they'll be like, I'm from St. Louis, right? They name some of the most dangerous places in the country. You're concerned about safety because you're from an unsafe place. Makes sense that you would be concerned with safety if you're from an unsafe place. Imagine if you were from a place that had crazy smog, right? Just crazy, the air was awful. Or let's do a better example. Let's say you're from Flint, Michigan, and you don't have clean water. Your concern when you go places is, listen, where are there places where they have access to water? Where the rest of the world is like, what do you mean? The places that you want to go to have access to clean water. You just live in a bad place, a bad situation. Same thing with safety, right? These places that you want to go to in Latin America, they have water. If it's not from the tap, it's from a bottle, right? Same. These places you want to go to in Latin America, they're safe. Okay, let's see what anybody disagree or anybody. Oh gosh, the chat is really long. Okay. Yes, okay, so Magic Hour Z. The Magic Hour Z, I've loved Peru and Ecuador. Kim S, I feel safe in Mexico. The people in the U.S. try to make me feel otherwise. Yes. Beautiful Mill, you're a lot safer outside of the U.S. as a Black American than in the U.S. Yes. Yes. Hey, Stephanie. All right. Magic Hour Z also had a wonderful time in El Salvador, but stayed with family and friends. Okay. So like the capital of Honduras seems like a dangerous place, right? But you're not going to want to go there. Is that where you were? I don't know if Adelia's here. Tegucigalpa, right? And the capital of Honduras and the capital of El Salvador. The capital cities appear to be more dangerous places, right? But those are not places that are on your list. The places that are on your list to visit or to live are safe places, right? You want to go there because you've seen someone else going and thriving there. That's why you want to go. So they're safer. Femi, so far I've been to Costa Rica, Mexico, Antigua, Guatemala. Antigua, Guatemala was another place that I was hoping to get to this year. And Lima, Peru, I haven't felt unsafe in any of these cities. I'm Nigerian Canadian. Thanks, Femi. Yes, Antigua, Guatemala, the traveling child who is Monet, who spoke at Exodus Summit 2020. They're in Guatemala, Antigua. Some other, quite a few people who I see on the World Wide Web have been to Antigua this year. Looks beautiful. Hi, Tanya Brunson. I live in Maryland and my Family is from Brazil. I would like to house sit in Rio. Have you done house sitting in Brazil? I have not. She says, yes, it's Latin America. I stumbled with that because I thought Latin America meant Spanish speaking, right? Doesn't Latin America mean it's a Spanish speaking country, or am I just mixing up two different terms? Okay. Um, so Trusted House Sitters is the platform that I use, and Trusted House Sitters is very popular in certain areas. There are other areas where you don't see very many house sits. And Brazil and all of South America, I would say South America, you don't see very many house sits on Trusted House Sitters. It may be because they use a different platform. So there may be a specific house sitting platform for Brazil. Okay, it may be one of the other international. So international house sitting platforms are Trusted House Sitters, who is number one, the largest, and then House Carers and Mind My House, right? So those are three platforms where you can book a house sit around the world. But I don't see Brazil house sits on Trusted House Sitters. I never look at House Carers or Mind My House. But look and see, Tanya or Tania, look and see if look and see if there is a separate platform that is popular for house sitting in Brazil. Okay. If not, then it just may be a thing that is not popular yet among regular people. House sitting is a thing that starts with rich people, right? And has to trickle down to regular people. So it may be a thing that only the rich people are getting house sitters right now, and you have to know somebody to get in. These platforms, Trusted House Sitters has like democratized house sitting, and so it's made it more popular for regular people. But maybe it hasn't reached Brazil yet as in popularity. All that to say, look, check out the sites, because on these sites you can see what house sits are available before you join. So check Trusted House Sitters out, see what's available in terms of house sitting, check out House Carers, check out Mind My House, and also Google Brazil house sitting and see if there is a specific site to get house sits in Brazil. There may be a specific one. Like there's a site called House Sit in Mexico. I've never joined it because I never needed to, because because Trusted House Sitters is has been so helpful for me, has been so good for me. All right. I think anyone who wants to house sit should get my new house sitter toolkit, right? So I've got some helpful tools for anyone who wants to house sit, whether it's from Trusted House Sitters or whoever. All right. Get the house sitter toolkit at housesit.vaycarians.com/toolkit. That'll be in the description. housesit.vaycarians.com/toolkit. All right. But no, not in Brazil. I've not house sat in Brazil, and I don't see them. Radiance Walker says house sits in Brazil are available, just not often. Okay. I've not seen one in Rio specifically. Okay. Thank you, Radiance. I don't see them. So there are times when I scroll through the site like it's my job, right? And I know where there are house sits. I'm in a time right now where I haven't really looked too much lately because my plans are solidified for the next 6 months, I think. So I haven't been looking as much lately. So you do really need to look. If you're a member already, set alerts, because if a house sit does pop up in a place where you don't usually see house sits, it gets snapped up like that. In a place like Brazil. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. So safety, I think have we addressed safety well enough? Where were we? Let me scroll. I'm sorry. I don't remember whose last question I answered, though. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling. I just want to read your updates, but I don't remember where I was. I feel like I was Jessica. Okay. So I had just answered Jessica's question. Okay. All right, Linda, I have been pre-approved for my Mexican visa. Wonderful, Linda. So the visa is a multi-step process. You get some of it done here or get some of it done out of Mexico. And then you have to get to Mexico within so many, I don't know, days or weeks. Good. Okay. Good. Tori, I think Tori is answering my question about how much kids cost. I think that's what you're answering. I was able to keep my kids' costs pretty low. What does that mean? What percentage of your, so for one kid, what percentage of your costs, how much does one kid increase your costs, right? Like if, let's say a person lives on $1,000 per month. With one kid, can they live, does it increase by 50%? So now they need 1,500 per month? Is that a strange way to word things? Help me. I don't know. I don't have the answer. Next year is not the year for me to do adoption, right? That's not what's happening next year, but I do need to get some kind of home-based situation set up. What do kids cost? I don't know. I don't know that. I need that. Okay, oh, you guys did answer that. Thanks, guys. Danielle says 12 to 1,500 monthly for newborn if you're doing childcare in the U.S. All right. So let's say, so if I'm going to a place where I live on maybe 50% less, then that would be 50% less in that number as well, maybe. Oh, so I'm not doing newborns anyway. I feel like I should tell you that. I want a child who can already tie their shoes and use the potty. Like, I think those are my minimum requirements, just like I have requirements for a city or a country. I don't think I want a kid by myself. If I'm by myself, I don't think I want a kid who can't tie their shoes yet and use the potty and tell me when you're hungry. And that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. I don't know. Okay. Kids cost with private school, nanny, etc. Yeah, I don't know. I figure if I can, if I can live there on 2,500, I could probably, with a kid, be there on 3,500 or 4,000. Sounds right? I don't know. I just make up numbers. We'll see. When I get to Curacao, maybe I'll do some pricing, right? What's a nanny? What school costs? We'll see. Okay, here's where we were. All right. I made it back. Hi, Country Mama. Hello, everyone. Where is location being discussed? What do you mean? Like where? So I'm asking people to share. I'm reading this at the same time. I'm asking people to share how they're choosing their destinations as well as their progress. So I've asked two questions in this thing. I'm asking you first to give a progress update, but I'm also asking to share how you chose your criteria. I think knowing your criteria is more important than picking. It's once you know your criteria, there might be more than one place that works for you, right? Once you might have a list of 3 locations and with no wrong answer, 3 places that you would love. I don't know that we need to settle with one. Hi, Gypsy Publisher. Yes, Clarice is my, I hired a person this year. I hired Clarice, who is a woman from Mississippi, who is now in Jamaica. She has residency in Jamaica. In fact, she's doing a meetup with some Black women in Jamaica right now in Negril, I think, Negril. But she doesn't live in Negril. Yes, I did. Yes, yes, and she's a new expat, so she's helping with my YouTube coaching. I do YouTube coaching, and she's my client services representative, so she helps with that. Okay, so here's Cutie Pie's update. 3-week Lisbon scouting trip. I'm sticking to my exit date of May 2022. Okay, so this is a scouting trip. Okay, thank you, Cutie Pie, because I'm behind. Because I'm pretty sure you did promise us a YouTube channel with info, and I don't know that I have seen a YouTube channel from you. No pressure, okay? But I was expecting to see a YouTube channel with some info, and I haven't seen it yet. That's why I don't know where you are and what you're doing. So thank you for giving us this update. 3-week Lisbon scouting trip, sticking to exit date end of May 2022, willing to leave earlier. I'm giving cushion to explore an additional country. Good. What additional country are you thinking? Are you going to be in Turkey? If you're leaving in May, you probably won't be able to get to Turkey in April. I think Turkey is another good option, another place I've not been. But I do a lot of homework. I've not been to Turkey, but I do a lot of homework. And Turkey seems like another good option if you're okay with being that far from the US right now. All right. Okay, tools that actually work. Life tourist. I'll be in Mexico this time next week. Good. And Jessica, I'm saving money and looking for Vietnam to open up. Okay. I don't know when Americans are going to be able to get back to Asia. Like, seriously. Seriously. I don't know. I don't know. I loved my time in Vietnam. It was a wonderful place to eat and be. I said last week, I want to clear this up because I watched the replay from last week, all 3 hours. And I said that I spent $350 on a room in Vietnam. I did not. I spent $180 for a month in a room in Vietnam. It was a room in a new guest house where I had my room and bathroom, private bathroom and suite bathroom, but not a kitchen. Not a kitchen. I had a microwave and a little mini fridge. That was $180 for the month plus a bicycle. They included a bicycle from the man next door or from like man a few doors down who rented bicycles. $180 for a month in Vietnam. So that is between the food and the cost of living. I loved it. It's just more complicated to get back to the US. But I'm such a fan of Vietnam. It's also, so one of my other criteria is a place where I know that I will be able to learn the language over time. I don't put a lot of pressure on myself to be able to speak other languages. I don't pressure myself to do a whole lot, but I do want to be able to learn the language. Vietnamese just looks like impossible. I don't get it. I don't know that I would ever be able to speak Vietnamese like I can in speaking Spanish. I can get some things out. I can read some things. I can understand some things. Or Portuguese, right? So I feel fine about, and then Curacao is a little tricky because there's a lot of languages going on in that little tiny island. Tiny island. Tiny island. They speak Dutch, they speak Spanish, and they speak a Creole. I don't know if they call it a Creole language, but they speak a mix, and they speak some English. I don't know. I don't even know what language to try to prepare, right? I could try to learn some Dutch before I go, but I don't know that it's helpful because a good number of people there speak Spanish. I don't know how you tell when you're looking at people, when you're walking down the street. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Vietnam. When is it going to open? Child, who knows? A lot of people here are waiting for that date. So Swan, I don't know. I think I've answered this, but I'm going to go back and answer it again for anybody who's new. The Caribbean is still more expensive than I would like. And Curacao is one of the least expensive of the expensive places. Okay, so there's that. Cost of living. There are rich men there, right? There are going to be rich men there. So I think my chances are good. I feel like I can land a rich man. Years ago, my coworker, we sat next to each other and we had the same birth date. So we were birthday twins. And he was like, he was married. He had 2 kids. Nice guy. He was Adam. He was like, one day, you know what you need to do while we're working? You need to hang out at marinas. Marinas have rich men, right? So I'm like, Curacao has marinas, which has rich men. So why did I pick Curacao? Cost of living. They have some sort of process to get residency that was more understandable than some of the others. Direct flights, right? There are direct flights. A lot of the Caribbean has direct flights to JFK. That's no big deal. I guess out of the Caribbean islands, cost of living was the number one reason. Yeah. And it's cute. Don't underestimate the pull that pretty buildings have on me. It's a Dutch island. It's very cute. The buildings are just cute, right? They have the little old town waterfront buildings with when you look up Curacao, the first pictures that you'll see are the same, that strip that they always show. But it just looks like a cute place, and there's good like snorkeling. I don't scuba dive. I've never scuba dived, but I'll snorkel. And it's good. There's good snorkeling and stuff. So it just looked like a good place. We'll see what happens. All right. Hey, Radiance Walker got to the Dominican Republic on Tuesday. Congratulations. So if you're joining us, we're giving updates on our sabbatical plan, our move abroad plan, our house sitting plan. We're giving updates on things, where we are in the process. Oh, Vice Joy looking to get to Mexico for a jewelry program. Okay, good. Yeah, sometimes when people start talking about they want to do certain things, they think they need a more formal schooling, when sometimes you just need to get there and meet people who do the thing and get and learn from them. I don't know if that would be helpful for you, but like I talked to a lady not too long ago who wanted to learn, like, I think it was textiles, like making clothes and stuff. She's talking about looking for a university program. I'm like, child, meet some seamstresses. When I was in Vietnam, Jazzy from Chicago, Jazzy was a black woman, a young girl. She was a girl, a woman from Chicago. She just went to, they had this big building where you could go in, and instead of going to the individual tailor shops, you could go a little down market, is that the term? A little more DIY, and go to these ladies had stalls, and they would measure you and make your and give you pick your fabric, and they make your clothes there. So she went in there and she was like, "Can somebody teach me how to sew?" And she spent hours a day with them, sewing and gossiping, right? She didn't speak Vietnamese, but she spent hours in there sewing and gossiping and making friends with these Vietnamese women, who, because, the clothes are made in Vietnam. So, yeah. So, okay. All that to say, if anybody is considering something like that, yes, there are formal programs, but there are also just people who do it who will help you, right? You could just pay them to teach you, pay them for their time to help you learn things. All right, let's see some updates. FDM 215. I'm looking to visit Guadalajara next summer because I think it'd work well to relocate. Good. Guadalajara has what you need, right? It's got fast, reliable internet. Uh, yeah, fast, reliable internet. There are lots of new construction. So yes, there's lots of new construction that is going to be more convenient, right? Going to have more conveniences. Guadalajara is a place with a lot of new construction. In some of these smaller towns, you're talking old buildings, right? In some of these smaller places, you're talking old stuff. Not only, like San Miguel has plenty of new construction as well, but we're talking Guadalajara. Guadalajara has what you need. You can get from Guadalajara International Airport to a lot of places in the U.S. very quickly and direct. Some of the direct airlines have folded during COVID. My favorite airline, Interjet, seems to be out of business now. Interjet, you used to be able to fly from Guadalajara to I think they flew to 12 different U.S. cities direct. Denver. I flew to Northern California. I don't remember if I flew into San Francisco or Oakland Airport or San Jose or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, Guadalajara, I think it's a good location for somebody to live. It's not a fun vacation spot. It's not, but it's a good place. I think it's a good place to live. Tiffany, I'm quitting my job because it's so stressful and I'm not serving my purpose. I'm going the entrepreneurship route. All right, good luck, Tiffany. Did you want to tell us what you do? Good luck to you. So I'm a fan of building your business, right? But I think people need to understand that entrepreneurship is still work. It's still work and it's still a job. But congratulations on that. Tamara Springle. Good morning. I'm currently in Puerto Rico as a digital nomad. Before that, I was in Mexico. I'm about to head back to New York due to the variant. Traveling now is such a hassle. It is a hassle. It's a hassle, and things are just up in the air, right? You just don't know. That's why I keep saying, like, Curacao, it doesn't feel real. I know I'm going to Mexico on Christmas Day. I fly to Mexico on Christmas Day. I know that's happening. But Curacao doesn't feel real to me. It won't feel real until I get there. Right? It won't feel real until I set foot there. Their requirements are that you take the COVID test within 48 hours before and 48 hours after. So I need 2 COVID tests. I need to take one in Mexico before I fly to Curacao, and then I need to take the other one once I get there, within 2 days, or 2 days after I get there, I think is the right way to put it. I'm in a Facebook group for expats in Curacao, which has given me the locations of where I can take the COVID test. Facebook, don't underestimate the value of having a community of people in the place that you want to go. During these times, during these difficult times, we need some people who are on the ground to give us good updates. Of course, you're still going to want to do your own research, make sure you're getting reliable info, but it's really helpful to have someone say, I took my COVID test at this location on this date. It took this many minutes to get through the line or whatever to sign in, and I got my results in this many hours, right? That's very helpful. It helps to take out some of that hassle, because it is a hassle, but people having a community where you're going, knowing people in a community where you're going will help alleviate some of that hassle. You find a community by getting on Facebook, putting in the city and then expats, or the city and then Black expats, or the country and Black expats, right? The Portugal group is called Black to Portugal. Right, so that's how you find people there who have information. Again, you still need to do your own research, but it's really good to have some people there. Hi, LLO. I want to applaud and celebrate my sisters who are making their desires and dreams come true. Me too. I love to see it. I love to see it. All right, Glenda's going to San Juan next month. Good. Y'all are ahead of me. I'm not, I haven't been there. I haven't been yet. Okay, Glenda, my TEFL experience begins 2/28/22. Good, Glenda. TEFL is the certification that you get for teaching English as a foreign language. It's the certification you get that lets you teach other language speakers English, either online, or in person, right? You can teach. Your TEFL certification can help you get jobs in a place, right? In a location, and can help you get online jobs and online students. All right, good. Very good, Glenda. Oh, good. Hi, Kat. Kat from Rebloom Room. I've applied for writer's residency for part of summer 2022. Good. Looking for more. That's wonderful. Is there a resource? How did you find the writer's residency? Is it just something you already knew about, or is there like a resource where people go to find these things? Okay, Danielle, I asked Danielle for an update on her sabbatical plan, and she said she's gotten permission to bank her PTO, and that she's using that for the sabbatical. Good. And because it's a downtime at work anyway. Okay, good. Yeah, there are options. You don't always have to quit. I will quit a job in a minute. I don't care. I am a serial job quitter, but there are other options out there. Some people have leaves of absence policies. Some employers have a policy for a leave of absence. Some have a very liberal leave of absence policy, right? Others will let you use your accrued time, which is not, right? Like everybody should let you use your accrued time. There's nothing commendable about that, but it is a route, right? So there are different routes that people are doing things. Hi, Abba. Good morning. I got my first house sit in Detroit. Good. December 20th through 27th. Congratulations, Abba. Wonderful. I think getting a house sit locally is the easiest way to get started, right? It's not the only way to get started, but it's the easiest way to get started. So congratulations on that. Once you get that 5-star review, the world is opened up, right? The house sitting world is opened up to you. So congratulations on that. I'm house sitting in DC, Washington, DC, December 22 through 25, before I head out to Mexico. Cutie Pie, I really like Portugal, especially the shopping. I'll be purging more clothes when I get home because I want room for everything I want to buy here. Good. Portugal is good. Like, it really is a total package. It really is. It really is. I'm just scrolling. Okay, so Soulfire Tarot, love tarot reading, says passport can take 3 months. Is that a recent update? Okay, and Tiffany says she got hers in 5 weeks during COVID in October of last year. Okay. Yeah, it's been, the times have been up and down over the last 2 years, right? Femi, nomad bopping around in Latin America, but I figured out my money for a sabbatical. Good. And gave my notice at work. Good. My break begins January 31st, 2022. I'm nervous and excited. Oh, that's wonderful, Femi. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, we just don't take time where we don't work, right? I love that you're doing that. I love it. It changed my life, right? Having a significant amount of time where I did not work changed my life. Changed, I got to figure out who I wanted to be and then be her. Right? Good, Femi. All right, that's wonderful. Glamuary. I sent off for my passport June 30th and got it back the beginning of November. You can track it once you load it and it's received. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you for that. I just got, hi Shoshana Smith. I just got my passport. Office said it would be 5 months. It took 3 months. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, it's taken a while. Hi, Nadine is Conquering Queen. Sometimes I think I say Conjuring Queen in my head, but I know it's Conquering Queen. Hi, Nadine. I've gotten derailed, but getting back on track. Please post where money needs to be sent for December decluttering. Okay. That is adecember2declutter.org, which I have to type out all the time. I don't know why I don't have it where I can copy and paste it. adecember2declutter.org. So this is the December Declutter Challenge where you declutter and give money. Okay. So some people are decluttering and just giving a flat fee. I did some decluttering for today. I did a couple hours of decluttering this week. Here's some cash. Other people are actually saying, I decluttered, I removed X number of bags and boxes from my home. Here are X dollars per bag, which is how I set it up, but seems a little too unnecessarily complicated, right? Other people are not decluttering at all and just giving money because Maisha Francis is the artist who we're supporting. Maisha Francis is a painter from New Orleans who paints and whose art centers around healing. And so we're putting our money together so that she can take a sabbatical, right? We're giving her money so that she can take time off of work and make art and teach art. She also teaches other artists. She teaches other artists the business of art, right? Art as a business. So we want to make sure that she can take time off of work, off of her job, so that she can do these things. So we're putting that money together. Okay. The December Declutter Challenge is part of that, but the December Declutter Challenge is not the end of it, right? So we're getting to $24,000, whatever, however long it takes us, we're going to get to $24,000, and we're going to give that 25. I do things in multiples of 8. So I wanted to make the goal 24. It's actually 25 because it makes more sense to everyone else. But I happen to do everything in multiples of 8, and I always have. So I always say 24, but the goal is actually $25,000. Okay. So we're going to do this in a variety of different ways, including this December Declutter Challenge. Okay. Cat graphics, work like you don't need the money. So I've had privileges that have given me the ability to do things this way. Like I have parents who let me live in their home. Parents who years ago I used to say I lived here, and my dad would be like, "You don't live here," but I worked and got my way in, weaseled my way in until I actually do live here now. Right? I think I live here. I don't know if he would still say that or not. So I have privileges that help me. That has been a significant help, right? Being able to do the things that I love doing without having to worry about how am I going to put a roof over my head. Okay. Not everyone is in that situation. But that's why I talk about different options, right? House sitting is an option. Work exchanges are an option. Going to very inexpensive countries to live are options. Getting alimony is an option, right? We talk about finding a rich man is an option. We talk about the options here because there are some. I've done things this way. There are other ways to do things. I'm really glad that I took time off of work to reset my life. That's what I did. I was a pharmacy technician. I didn't like any part of my life, not any slice of it, right? If your life slices are like, people always talk about finances, personal life, spiritual life, relationships, hobbies and fun stuff, right? I didn't have any travel, right? None of my slices were doing it for me. I didn't have any slice of life that I liked. And I just thought, okay, I'll just be like this. I will just be sad until 65. I will just be sad until 65, and then I will be able to have something good, something, maybe, right? But then time off, taking that sabbatical, I took a 12-month sabbatical, 12 months where I did not work and I did whatever I wanted, which was travel. For me, it was travel. For you, it could be something else. It doesn't have to be travel. But that 12-month sabbatical reset my entire life. I got to think about, what are my priorities? What am I really into? What am I not into that I'm spending a lot of time doing? So this is why we celebrate the sabbatical. I don't care if it's 3 weeks or 3 years. I don't care. If you have time where you don't have to dedicate your time to working, it will change you. It will change you. It will give you a new, I don't want to say a new purpose, but a new fire. It'll give you at least a new fire. You might come back and realize that the path that you were on is the path, but at least you will be on fire for that path now, right? You might come back and say, oh, time to take a 180-degree turn, right? I am making a U-turn in my life. You may just need to, take a little 15%, may just need a little 15%, a little something, right? But the time away, I cannot tell you how valuable that time where I did not have to work was for me. It was invaluable. Literally changed my life. Literally. So that's why we celebrate that here. That's why we celebrate it, right? Take that time. Take the time and find something that you want to do, whether it's travel or read and write, right? You could take a sabbatical and just read and write. You don't have to travel, right? But don't overbook your sabbatical. Like, really give yourself free time. That's a struggle that a lot of Black women have. So I'm taking a year where I'm not going to work, but I'm going to build a business. I'm going to homeschool my kids. I'm going to declutter my home and all my friends' storage closets. We're going to get rid of all of our storage containers. I'm going to visit 18 countries. Child, that's not a sabbatical. That is more work, right? So free time is valuable. It's more valuable than those other things probably that you think you'll want. Because clarity is the key. We talk about all these other things that we should be working towards in life. Clarity, baby. That's the answer. That's the answer. So, okay. So thank you. So Cat Graphics. I have done things a way. I've done things my way because they worked for me, because of the situation that I'm in and the privileges that I've had and the experiences that I've had and the parents that I have. But there are the other ways to do things. And that's why I talk to so many different women on the channel. And that's why I ask you for updates and for info, because everybody has we're all different people. Everybody has a different path. Everybody has a different way of doing it. Even the same goal. Even you can find 3 people right here who are planning to take a 3-month sabbatical this year. Everybody's doing it a different way, right? Some are quitting, some run their own business and they're just not going to work in the business. They're going to hire someone. Some are taking their leave. Some are, so different ways to do things. Even there are different ways even to do the same thing. Okay. Yeah. Find what works for you. That's part of doing as little as possible, right? Find what works for you. If you spend a lot of time trying to work somebody else's path, you're doing it the hard way. Figure out what your advantages are. I worked for a bank years ago, and when we walked past the cafeteria, there was a huge sign that said, "Be quick to take advantage of an advantage." So I've learned that if you have an advantage, use it, right? Use it. All right. Okay. Did I get through most updates? It's 11:30. Rebloom Room. Lord willing, I'm going to Galapagos in the spring, maybe France in the summer or fall to be determined. Wow. Wow, that's an adventure. That's awesome. Oh, Lisa to Lisa. I honestly just need to meet someone in Mexico with daughters my ages 12 and 13. My fear is that my kids will be depressed due to lack of normal friendships. Get in groups, Lisa. Are you on Facebook now? Get in groups. There are mom groups and expat groups in the cities you want to go to. Whatever cities you're thinking. If you're thinking about Cancun or Playa del Carmen, if you're thinking about Mexico City, if you're thinking about San Miguel de Allende, there are moms there who have groups. So get in expat groups and meet those women today so that your kids and their kids can start communicating today. Yeah. It's a real thing that people do. Michelle, who is Afro Expats, who is, I call her San Miguel Michelle. She is like the ambassador for San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. Michelle has a son who is around that age. I don't know. I don't know how old kids be. I don't know. He's 9 or he's 19. I'm not sure. But right, but women in these places have kids. Asia Rutledge has a son who's also somewhere between 9 and 19 who lives in, I think they're now in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I think Puerto Vallarta. But these are women who are in groups who are sharing about their life in these places or and who are meeting up with and hanging out with people. Asia talks all the time about how the first time she got to, I can't remember where she was. I think Asia was in Guanajuato, Mexico at the time. And she was walking, she and some other families had gone to a restaurant and they were walking home from the restaurant. It was dark. It was late because in other places, dinner lasts hours, right? And it was dark. It was late. The kids were either way far ahead or way far behind. They couldn't even see the kids anymore. And she realized, wow, I feel safe. And I feel like my son is safe. For the first time, I feel like my kid is safe in this place. Yeah, that comes from being in a safe place and being with people who you feel safe with. And that comes from meeting these people ahead of time. So you don't have to wait until you get someplace to meet them. Seriously, Facebook, for all its flaws, is a wonderful place to meet people who are in the place that you're going. Meet the moms. Meet the kids now, Lisa. I hope you do. Because I can understand that being scary. But man, they're out there and they're sharing. They're out there and they're sharing. If anybody's here in Mexico, if anybody here is in or is on their way to Mexico with children, reach out to Lisa. Tiffany, okay, so I asked Tiffany what kind of work. Good. Lisa says, I'm learning to code so I can become a software engineer. Listen, we talked about this last week. Women are out here thriving in tech, in cybersecurity, software engineering, some things. So these words mean nothing to me. Honestly, they mean nothing to me. I just know that people are going to say, what kind of jobs, right? But this is what they're reporting. Developers, right? I don't know what that is. I don't know what they are. I promise you, I don't know. Cybersecurity kind of makes sense to me, but software engineering, developing, I don't know. I kind of understand what a game developer is. I think I do. So maybe that's just right. User experience, right? User experience and user interface, right? Women are out here thriving in these fields. So good, right? Either as an employee or as a freelancer. Good. All right. Good plan. Good plan, Tiffany. I asked you what you were going to do. Okay. See you, Tori. Yes. Cat Graphics says yes. Learn coding. Yes. That's what she's talking. Yeah. I think software engineers are do coding. Is that two different things? I promise you, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, Katrina, some airports do the rapid testing too. I think for Mexico, I have two. Those are my two options. So I know the lab place to go in Mexico when I'm leaving Puerto. I know the lab place to go, and I think I need to check and see if the airport does it as well. No. Hi, Kiva. Kiva's asking, have I spent time in Puerto Vallarta? Never. Mazatlan? Never. I've never been. I can't stop visiting the same places over and over. I've never been to either one of these towns. So Puerto Vallarta, I think, is just a little south of a place I have been called something with an S. I've been just a little north of Puerto Vallarta, but I've never been to either one. People like them though. Watch some videos. I keep going to the same places over and over. Carla's going to Mexico City in May. Wonderful. Yeah. Eris, travel plans confused amid worldwide changes. Girl, me too. Yeah, right. We have to make plans, and I guess we just have to, I don't know. I don't know. My answer has been to go places where they have a history of not shutting down, right? So I'm going to Mexico because they have not been shutting down the airports. I mean, shutting down travel in and out. Um, Girl, it's the time. It's the time. All right. So thanks for the updates, guys. Hey, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie is giving you advice. Kiva, Anne-Marie is bald girl will travel. So Anne-Marie is, have you given your update, Anne-Marie? Let's see. Anne-Marie has in the last 12 months or so, maybe 13 or 14 months, has taken a scouting trip to Mexico to figure out where she wanted to be, right? Visited, bopped around to a few different locations, come back to the US, sold her home, I think, in that little bit of time, and then moved to Mexico, moved to San Miguel de Allende in that little bit of time. She's done all of these things. Her update is a significant update. And she's also starting, she also has, not starting, she has a YouTube channel where she documents this process, where she talks to Black women coaches, and a very important subject. She covers a very important subject on her YouTube channel, which is getting severance from an employer, right? What to do if your employer has done you wrong, how to leave a job with your coins, right? Not just quit, right? I talked about being a serial job quitter, but not just quit the job, but take what you're owed, get what you're owed, how to document, how to, she talks about the whole process on her YouTube channel, which is Bald Girl Will Travel. A very important subject that a lot of us, that I personally regret not getting help with when I could have, right? I regret not leaving with my coins. But it's not too late for some of y'all, okay? So Anne-Marie's channel is Bald Girl Will Travel on YouTube. All right. Yes, we are making moves here. Hi, Lala. We're making moves. That's the point. I know people are like, oh, congratulations on this and that, but like really, this channel does not exist for me to just tell you the awesome things that have happened to me. Right? I promise you, this channel exists for you to make progress towards your dream. I promise you. That's why this channel is here, right? Because if it was just about me celebrating me, oh, I'm a house sitter. Oh, I'm going to Mexico. Oh, I'm going to Curacao. It wouldn't happen because I like free time. I would just spend my free time doing the things and not telling you about what I'm doing. The reason that I take time to talk about these things and to bring on other people to talk about these things is I want you to do it. Like, seriously, I want you to make progress, right? Figure out what you want and then make progress toward it. I quit many a job. I am. I would never be able to sit down and tell you every job I've had or every place I've worked. I would never. I couldn't. I've had a couple of jobs for 4 years. I've had probably 2 or 3 4-year jobs. But other than that, oh, who knows? I've had jobs that I've done for one day. I've had jobs and then I've worked for a service where I bopped around a little bit. I am a serial job quitter. These jobs ain't loyal. I don't think anybody wins from being loyal to a job. Seriously. Even if it's just even if you're only talking about your pay increases, you're going to make more money when you quit the job and go somewhere else than if you just stick around and get raises or don't get raises at your other job. I believe in quitting. Hi, Yvette. Stephanie, I leave for Thailand on Monday for 4 months. Plan to run my business remotely. Congratulations, Yvette. What's going on with Thailand? So are Americans allowed in? And what are the restrictions? I guess I could Google it. Okay, so Asia. Okay, I assume you've done your Googles, done your due diligence. Because Thailand chased some people off recently, right? And, Thailand, if I could think of her name, Thailand recently chased tourists out of the country. Like, yeah, we don't want you. COVID said you have to go. So congratulations on that. If I was going anywhere in Asia today, I would have a good exit strategy. Like, no, how am I going to get out of here once they change their mind and say we got to go, right? Because Bali temporarily seemed to say they were going to open up, and then they were like, no, just kidding, psych, right? We're actually not open, and you actually can't come. All right. Oh, hi, Linda. My husband is taking a scouting trip in January for country number one. I will do mine for country number two this summer. Good. You have to trust him, girl. You have to trust him. He'll trust that he'll know what you want, right? That's wonderful. I like the idea of you guys breaking that responsibility up amongst yourselves and not carrying the whole burden on you to figure this out, to pick that out. Well done. Good morning. Hi, Danica. Hi, you're a new face. Hi, welcome. I think you're new. So I use a third party platform called Ecamm Live so that you can see things on the screen and stuff. But it means that I don't see every single chat comment. I don't. It just is like here's a few. So some of you, if you have been commenting before, but I just don't see you, it's just because Ecamm Live they I don't know, they miss a lot. I miss a lot, but I think it's better to put the thing on the screen. I think it's worth it. We'll see. Danica says, good morning. My job highly suggests we take a sabbatical between year 5 and 6, and they will pay you for it. Can I assume that you don't work for an American company? Do you want to tell us who you work for? I'm going to assume that Danica does not work for a U.S. company. Or if she does, it's a new tech company. Anybody want to play the guessing game of who you think she works for? I'm going to assume you work for a European company, but maybe not. If you're still here, share with us. Yes. Serial job quitters unite. We're out here. Yeah, these jobs ain't loyal. I've never felt like I needed to be loyal to a job. Never, never. Hey, Joy Route. Yes to entrepreneurship and digital nomads. Yes. Hi, Angela. So I'm only going to be in DC the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, and then I leave on the 25th. That's a difficult time, right? That's right before Christmas. So Angela is a person who does a lot of things. This is me trying to tell Angela to sit down. Angela does a lot of things. And I think Angela it's okay to have some free time. Oh, it's okay to have free time, Angela. This is me saying, no, chill out. But okay, so Kat says do a DC meetup. I don't think y'all want to meet up on this time of this is a busy time for most people. I don't have anything to do. My parents and I are going to give each other money. And I was like, well, just don't give it on the same day so it doesn't look like we're exchanging the same money. Right? I don't have anything to do to get ready for Christmas, but I'm sure some of y'all do. I don't know. I'm going to be I'm house sitting in the Arlington, Virginia area. Or Crystal City. Are Arlington and Crystal City the same place? Or am I confused? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Diamond Forbes is looking for house sits in Tampa, St. Petersburg. That's a house sitter place, right? It's a place where you will find house sits. Now in December, I don't know, because it's a place where I don't know if they leave. Well, maybe everybody leaves for Christmas. So keep looking. Make sure you have alerts set so that you can be the first when you see a house sit that you want. But okay, so I just stopped there, right? But spring break and summer, you're going to see lots and lots of Florida house sits. I'm not saying you're never going to see a house sit in the wintertime in Tampa or the St. Petersburg, Clearwater area. I'm just saying that it's more popular spring and summer. That's all I'm saying. I didn't mean that sounded discouraging. Set alerts, keep your eyes open. You'll find what you want. Hi. Oh, the Magic Hour Z. I started my sabbatical last month, helping to renovate my mom's house. Okay, it's been good, but I haven't had the do nothing that I would like. Yeah. Okay, I hope you can build in some time. Yeah, that's not so I would say add on some more time. Add on some more actual sabbatical time. But that's good. It's good. I'm all in on doing projects, right? I'm not saying don't do projects. It's good to do some helpful things. But I hope you do get some downtime, like some actual free time. Okay, Tavi, I applied for mine and my daughter's passports in May, and we received them in October. Okay, 5 months. Okay, so that seems to be the going amount of time here, between 3 to 5 months right now. Yeah. Sonia, hi Sonia, unapologetic. My plan is to go to Playa del Carmen, February 22, 22. Okay, 222 has been a number I've been seeing a lot like crazy this year. And coincidentally, my lease ends on February 21. Good. Still looking for remote work. Okay. Do you have the remote ready bundle from Libria Jones? Um, I might have a link. So some of the ladies here in the chat have gotten Libria's remote ready bundle. I have not seen, I have not. Um, but it's gotten wonderful reviews. Let's see if I still have a link. I don't have it. My stomach, y'all can probably hear my stomach growling. I don't have a link for the remote ready bundle. Rashida usually sends it to me, but she's living her life in Antarctica. That's another update. Have y'all, are y'all following Rashida on Instagram? Rashida is in Antarctica with her mom, Miss Dow. So anyway, okay. So Libria Jones is a woman who has put together a remote ready bundle, and some of the women, probably some of the women right here in this chat, have been helped by that bundle. So, um, okay. So, um, I'm looking to see if anybody's dropping any info about the bundle. I don't see anything. So, okay, so I can give you Libria's Instagram. If you're looking for remote work, I have heard wonderful things about this particular bundle. Instagram, yeah, I can't. Sometimes I feel like I can talk and type, and then I try it and I remember that I can't do it. Libria Jones is a person who helps people get remote jobs. That's her thing. Her thing, right? I'm a person who helps people house sit. She is a person who helps women get remote jobs. And her remote ready bundle is fire. I've heard from people that this has gotten them the remote job of their dreams, the job that gets them out the door. So I'm going to link to her Instagram, and then in her Instagram profile, you'll see the link to her remote ready bundle. She runs a summit called Quit Commuting. She runs a summit called Quit Commuting, and she has a bundle called the Remote Ready Bundle. So she's Instagram.com/Libria Jones, Librya, Libria Jones. Okay. So her bundle is super helpful. All that to say, get the Remote Ready Bundle if you're looking for remote work. If you have some sort of skill, whether you do customer service or whether you do software engineering or whether you do telehealth, right? Or something else, right? Those are the only jobs I can think of, right? that is this is a bundle that she has put together to help you get there. Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, so my mom just put together a meetup for us. What day, Mom? My phone. Where's my phone? What day? So I'm going down on the 22nd, which is a Wednesday. Y'all ain't got time. Y'all do not have time to do a meetup in DC between the 23rd and 24th. Nobody has time to meet up on Christmas Eve. I know you don't. Y'all just trying to fit things in. I know y'all don't have time. Let's see. Where I don't know where we would meet up. Y'all know I don't want to plan it. I don't know where we would meet up, and I don't know, and we don't have time to plan this. Do we have time? Angela's off and would love a DC meetup. Oh, good. Okay, Angela's off until the new year. Okay. So where would we meet? Let's see. Where would we meet? My parents are taking me to DC on the 22nd. So I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just reading the thing. So Latasha says we can meet in National Landing. What is National Landing? I don't know. So I don't know things. I'm gonna have to Google it. National Landing. Oh, like a business district near in Arlington with things. So it's just like a shopping center. Is this a while y'all are playing? I'm waiting. I'm seriously just waiting for somebody in the chat to plan our meetup. That's all I'm doing, right? So while we're waiting, glass half full. Yes, I have the remote ready bundle, 5 stars. Resume help, land the job, resources, good. Awesome. She says awesome, not good. All right. Yeah, I've heard great things about the bundle, right? I'm not saying that because for any other reason except that I've heard great things. Janella says federal government is off Friday, which is Christmas Eve. My mom loves busboys and poets, but I'm going to be down in Arlington. They're going to be busy. Victor Donnie says Victory Restaurant and Lounge. Somebody, I mean, like seriously, I'm just waiting for somebody to say this is where we're going to meet. It is Crystal City. Please get some video footage of the meetup. Okay. Okay, Latasha says that national, whatchamacallit, is the entire area. Janella says we can meet at the National Harbor. That's a place with restaurants. Truth and Happiness says the wharf. Okay. Lisa says give us a couple of hours. National Harbor. This is a second vote for National Harbor. National Harbor is just what? A place with restaurants? What's the weather? Somebody check out the weather and then tell us if we're meeting on Friday. Are we meeting on Christmas Eve at National Harbor? Janelle says call Joe Biden. Open air. I think that's what we're working on, Latasha. That's why I'm asking. That's why I said no to busboys and poets. My mom, Connie Perry, has a one-track mind. But if somebody wants to bring her some shrimp and grits from busboys and poets, you would be her friend for life. I'm looking at your comments. Yes, K Kim. So yes, we're meeting in DC either December 23rd or 24th, very last minute, and we're looking for an open air type place where we can meet. If it's not, y'all know I don't do winter weather also, so I don't know what you're gonna do about that. I don't know how you gonna handle that. That's why I've been in the house. Well, we've had good weather here this week, and I still haven't been out, so it's not the only reason I stay in the house. Okay, meet outside and not that National Harbor. It's hard as hell to get to National Harbor. National Harbor. I think it's National Harbor. I think we've already decided. Okay, National Harbor, free parking at the MGM. All right, National Harbor, food, shopping, hotels, and casinos. Okay. Oh, busboy staff has been off for months. Oh, really? So, like, they're closed. They've been closed for months. I think I will have Connie Perry's car. I think Connie Perry will be. I think it'll be me and Connie Perry. If not, I'll Uber somewhere. Latasha's gonna be away. All right, I can pick. Janella can pick me up. Okay, so there we go. So if either that or that. Okay, so y'all work on that. Is there a ferry from VA to National Harbor? Some chicken wings and sweet potato fries. All right. Are y'all still working on it? Who's in charge of? I think Angela, right, is in charge. I think she might be doing some Googles right now. I think Angela's in charge of this. I don't. Right? It was her idea, so we're just gonna. Even though I said she's doing too much, we're gonna give her another piece of responsibility. Okay. Okay. I think y'all are still working on it. Okay, so I don't have. So the problem is we don't have a good way to communicate if we don't do it now. Okay, she'll do it. Okay, so we're just going to stall then, Angela, while you put this together for us. Okay, if that's all right, we'll stall here together while you tell us where and when to meet. I am house sitting one cat. Cats don't care about you. They don't care if I'm gone. So I'm available. So the 22nd, 23rd, or 24th, I'm available. The 22nd after, I would say like 3 p.m. or anytime the 23rd, anytime the 24th. Okay. So now we're going to get back to work um, while Angela plans our impromptu meetup, our meetup. Okay. All right, so let's see what I have been. Let's check out super chats, which I have been neglecting lately. Hi, Donnie. Thank you very much for that super chat. Donnie says, Stephanie, I finally decided to apply 1 week ago. Currently on my first house sit in DC, 2 weeks. I reside in Chicago. However, I split time between both cities. Two of my 6 children think I am crazy. They'll be all right. I assume they're adults. They'll be all right. They'll be okay. Soon they'll be like, Mom, how you get them house sits again? Let me wait. How you do that again? They'll get it. They'll get it. Right. Eventually, they'll get it. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I see your please read my super chat. I hope you're still here. Are you still here? Let's see. Let's see if you're still here. That's wonderful. Yeah, there you go. You're still here. Good. Okay, so maybe you'll be up at the meetup. Yeah, you're the one who told us Busboys was closed. That's sad news. My mom loves that place. Loves that place. My mom finds like different people have different things that they are like they love. She loves certain restaurants in certain cities. Okay. All right. Yes, thank you for that super chat. We'll give it to Maisha Francis for her sabbatical. We'll add that to the sabbatical money, to the sabbatical pot for Maisha, which you can contribute to, all of you guys, at adecember2declutter.org. All right. And Annabella, thank you for that. Annabella also will add this to the super chat for um we'll add this to the money for Maisha Francis, our artist, who we are supporting through a sabbatical, right? The artist that we are giving a sabbatical to. All right, wonderful. And again, if you want to contribute to that, go to adecember2declutter.org. You can give what you want. Okay, so yes, there's a complicated system. Give $1 for every box you declutter. You don't have to do that. You can just give money. You could just throw some cash at Maisha. Okay? Shower her with dough. We are showering her with cash. Okay? Angela's still working. And there's a water taxi. I think so. My mom will be there no matter when it is. Connie Perry will get me there. Between Connie Perry and Janella, I'll get there. So don't worry too much about that if you're concerned about me getting to the place. We'll get there. Yes, glass half full. Libria was on Rashida's channel. Since we have time, I can link to it. Since we have time, I can link to that video where Libria came onto Rashida's channel and talked about the process of getting remote work that you will pay you, right, while you live wherever. So let's look, BRYIA. What's the easiest way? Should I go to Rashida's channel and then Libria, or Libria and then Rashida's channel? Boom, first video that popped up. So I'm going to link to that particular video. Watch it. If I did a poll this week, and it looks like most of us who are looking to move abroad long term think that remote work is the way that we're going to. Right? Just give me the link to the video. Share. So it's time to get on it, right? This is the time to get started looking for remote work. Getting remote work. Leave me alone. Exit. Exit. All right. This is the video on Rashida's channel with Libria Jones on getting remote work. Watch it. Watch the video, get the remote ready bundle, get a remote job. Okay? All right. In the survey, I think more than 60 or 70% of us said remote work is the way that we're going to get abroad. I think there was a handful who said you were going to do it on your own savings and investments that you already have. I love that for us, right? Once you do the numbers, and we saw quite a few women say that I've done my numbers and I've set my date. Once you do the numbers, once you find out how much money you actually need to live abroad, some of y'all have it. Some of y'all got it, right? Some of us have been saving and investing and whatever, inheriting and alimonying, and we have it, right? So, but you just don't know that you have enough yet, okay? So do the numbers and decide if you have enough. If you still need remote work, this is where you're going to start. Start at this video on Rashida's channel, getting remote work, get your remote ready bundle, and then get to work. And yes, she still do this? So she was doing live on Insta. So I missed this. So she used to go live on Instagram, but the open office says she does live on YouTube. I missed that totally. Libria does live chats every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on her YouTube channel where she answers your remote work questions. Yes, okay? She's giving you the resources to get yourself a remote job. Okay? Yes. Hi, Nels. Am I doing another YouTube channel? Yes. So I'm going to do it February 6th through whatever that would be. 6 through 10? Can't be. First, well, we're starting the first Monday in February. It might be 7 through 11. The first starts the first Monday in February. Okay, so you can sign up on the wait list. You can't pay to join the challenge just yet. Okay, it's still a wait list, but you can sign up for the wait list for the YouTube channel at Vaycarians.com/challenge, and then once I have it open to pay. It's too early to take your money for the challenge, right? But once I have that open, then you'll get emails from me that say, hey, time to sign up, time to join the challenge. I run a YouTube challenge called the YouTube Success 5-Day Challenge. I think if you sell a product or service, you should be on YouTube. And I think that, because I know that, not I think that, I know that YouTube is the only platform out there that says, oh, so-and-so liked this video. Let me go find some other people who are similar to so-and-so and recommend this video to them, right? You have a podcast. Your podcast player is not finding you listeners. You're finding listeners by telling people about the podcast. You share it on social media. Whatever else you do. I don't know what else you do. You have guests on and you hope that they share so that they bring some of their audience over, right? But with YouTube, you do those things still. You still share at places. But with YouTube, once you get some viewers, YouTube will be like, I got it. I understand who likes this stuff. Now, let me go get more people and bring them over. So YouTube is the place to be if you sell a product or service, or if you have a desire to sell a product or service, you just haven't started yet. I run a challenge, a 5-day challenge to jumpstart your channel. Whether your channel is already in existence, but it's just not working, or your channel does not exist yet. Join the challenge. It's Black women getting together to talk about, to learn. Let's see. We get together to learn how to teach YouTube how to help us, right? It's just a quick process of, hey, YouTube, this video is really popular. And I would love some of this audience, right? This video is popular and it's relevant to my channel. Please recommend my videos after that video. That is what we work through during the challenge. How to teach YouTube how to recommend your video after a relevant, popular video. That's what we do in the challenge. That's what we do over 5 days. We get clear on our audience. We decide what we talk about, right? Who we talk to first, and then what we talk about. And then we find other people talking to that audience. We find out what videos are doing well on their channel. And then we make our video and tell YouTube, hey, we're related. Okay, hey, buddy, hey, friend, I'm related to this video right here. That's the challenge. So thank you. Frankie is Joy Route. Frankie was in the challenge. Frankie is a YouTuber talking van life, right? You don't have to you don't have to You don't have to start things from scratch. I think that's my whole life message. You don't have to do things from scratch. YouTube is one of those things. Yes, you might start at 0 subscribers, but you don't have to build one at a time. Take advantage of an advantage, that bank sign, right? Take advantage of an advantage. Advantages that you might have include that YouTube is an advantage. The YouTube algorithm is an advantage, right? Once you learn how to pull that algorithm lever, it's an advantage. All right. So, yes, thank you for asking that. Challenge will happen first week in February. Get on the wait list at vaycarians.com/challenge. YouTube is why I get to bop around, right? YouTube is why I'm like, oh, I'm going to spend the winter in Curacao, right? If I didn't have a YouTube channel, I wouldn't have clients for house sitter school, and I wouldn't be able to afford to go to Curacao, even if it is the most economically friendly Caribbean island. I would not be able to afford it. My YouTube channel is why I can afford that. So I want you to get your YouTube channel going. Let's go. Let's go. All right. That's what we do in the challenge. Okay. All right. Vassos is in Alexandria, which is right near Crystal City. Okay. So which day? Which day? I'm looking it up. I'm just like, I've totally left y'all. I'm just on the internet now. I'm with you. Stick with me. Stick with me. All right. Vassos is a Mediterranean restaurant. Vassos Bistro, right? That's it. Okay. So do we have a day? Let's look at pictures. Let's see if there's pictures of the place. Oh, it's very cute. Am I missing it? Did I miss it? Because I see you guys saying thank you, but I don't. Awesome. Did I miss the time and date? Angela's a mom. Maybe. So she must have said it, but I missed it. Have an outdoor area. Thank you. Vassos, here's the address. Okay. Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Mom, you see that? Thursday is the 23rd of December, 6:30 p.m. Vassos Mediterranean Bistro in Alexandria, Virginia. Okay, this is 2021. Y'all watching from the future, I'm sorry. I'm sure we had a good time, but you missed it. Okay. All right, thank you, Angela. Let me take a screenshot for my own sake, and then I'll put the time on the screen. All right, thank you, Angela. Okay, friends? All right. Good. Okay, because I'll be in Alexandria, or I don't really know. I think it's Crystal City. I don't know. It's one of those how Alexandria. All I know about Alexandria is that it's all high rises. It's just a high rise next to a subway metro station. That's my impression of the entire town of Alexandria. High rise and subways. That's all it is. Just buildings to get you to work, right? Buildings so that you can live close to an easy way to get to work. Okay, so I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we put the address on the screen, and Angela put Angela put the address in the chat. Okay, mom's in. All right. So, done. Done. Good. Oh, and it's got 2 thumbs up from Kogitate. Always. All right, good. All right, I'll see y'all there. That's where we'll be. All right. Thank you, Angela. One more screenshot. All right. Thank you. So y'all got it. King Street, 1118 King Street, Alexandria, Virginia, Thursday, the 23rd at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. That's it. We will eat. We will not freeze. And we will have fun together. Okay. Okay. My mom says thank you. Thank you, Angela. That's right. It will be lit up for the holidays. Oh, that's going to be so cute. Oh, okay. I will. I will share pics. Okay. I will share pics. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Okay, cats. Okay. I don't know why cat. I didn't think you were in the United States of America. I'm missing stuff. I'm telling y'all. Y'all be doing stuff. I'm missing it. I thought Kat was out of the country. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all there. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Janella, are you still here? There you are. I was going to check on you. Okay. So I'll see y'all there. Janella has been my homegirl for the longest time, and I've never seen her face. I've never met her. I've never met her. Like hugged her neck. All right. This is going to be so much fun. Okay. That's it. So we've covered your updates. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your updates, but congratulations, guys, on making progress towards your dream. That is what we do here. So congratulations on that. If you're a person who is kind of new to this area, like new to this whole idea of long-term travel or sabbaticals or moving abroad or house sitting, get yourself a dream. Right? Get yourself a dream, and then you got a lot of time to work towards it. Take some time and work towards it, one thing at a time, one step at a time. You don't have to pick the same dream that I picked, right? You don't have to pick the same plan that we have worked out, but pick something for yourself. I said this before. Tony Robbins, who I'm not a big fan of, right? But Tony Robbins says happiness is hope plus progress. My Band-Aid looks awful, but my fingernail. Hope plus progress. Happiness is hope plus progress, right? If you're feeling stuck, if you need a breakthrough, you need some hope and you need some progress towards that hope. This was a really good breakthrough year for me. My word for this year was breakthrough, right? 2020 was my year to create and collaborate. I did that. 2020, I created. My YouTube channel was only 6 months old going into 2020, right? So I made a lot of videos in 2020. I made a I made a virtual summit with Rashida. Rashida and I collaborated on Exodus Summit in 2020, right? So 2020 was my year to create and collaborate. 2021 was my year for breakthrough. I had breakthroughs all over the place. Business and money breakthroughs, friend breakthroughs, just breakthroughs all over. 2021, as awful as it was, right? Parts of 2020 and 2021 were awful for us. We did a lot of mourning and grieving, but I also had a wonderful year of breakthroughs. And those breakthroughs came from having clarity and then making progress towards the thing that I had clarity about. So I think 2022 for me is going to be about like tearing the roof off, right? So there are still things that I'm thinking, oh, I would like to have these things, but, right? One of those things is motherhood. I'm 47 and change, right? One of those things is motherhood. So 2022 is not going to be about me becoming a mother, I don't think, but it's going to be about me making progress on a thing that I previously thought was out of reach, right? When I started my sabbatical at 41, I thought this is not ever going to happen for me. It's not going to happen. But I'm going to tear the roof off. I'm going to take the lid off, the ceiling off, whatever you want to call it. I'm tearing the roof off of those things that I thought were not going to be possible. And that's what 2022 is going to be about. Unroofing my life. Just tear the roof off. Yeah, just like, I don't know. I don't have a better way to put it. So that's what I'm working on in 2022. The things that I think, yes, but, right? All the things. Like I've always thought, sure, I could have an online business, but not $1 million business. Okay, so maybe, right? Will I hit $1 million in 2022? I don't know, but I could get closer than not $1 million. Can I write like I've already tripled my pharmacy tech income, right? The money that I was making as a pharmacy tech, I've tripled that this year. I didn't expect that. I didn't plan that. I went from 5,000 YouTube subscribers to 82,000 YouTube subscribers. What in the world? That was a breakthrough. My YouTube channel was a real important piece of the breakthrough that I had this year. So next year, I'm focusing on the things that I still think are out of reach, just taking the roof off of those things, right? Whatever they are. I think there are a lot of things that I still think are out of reach for me that I want to not think that way about. They're still within reach. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. So yes, we're going to be open to all possibilities. So that's what I'm working on for 2022. 2021 was not 100% success. I didn't write a book. I didn't finish a book. I've started 2 books, and I didn't finish any book this year. Those are the biggest fails. I didn't do the travel. I didn't get to Ireland or Scotland. Right. So I had some failures this year, but man, the breakthroughs were tremendous. If you feel like you need a breakthrough, okay, watch my videos on breakthroughs. I have a couple of videos on this channel. Seriously, I map out what I did and what me and my homegirls, me and you guys, what y'all did to get through, to break through, to go from a crisis to a breakthrough, right? I talk to women all the time and they're like, I don't know, I hate to use the term midlife crisis, but I do feel like I'm in a crisis. Well, you can be in a crisis. Okay, but let's work on the breakthrough. You can be in a slump. You can feel stuck, but work towards the breakthrough. I have a couple of really strong videos here on this channel about breakthroughs. If you just go to my YouTube channel, go to my page, you'll see them. I'll make a playlist and put them in the description for everybody who's watching the replay. But yeah, well, I'm gonna tear the roof off this year, right? These things that I thought, oh, I just can't. My knee, right? So I have a knee that does things, and I would love to run a marathon, but my knee is like, girl, no. But I think I can tear the roof off of that. I think that limitation, that's a limitation that I think was imposed on myself prematurely. I think I prematurely closed the door on that. And so I'm going to tear the roof off of that limit, that boundary. That's the plan for this year. With everything that's going on. So we don't have to pretend like 2022 is going to be a simple breezy year. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. COVID is still here. Things are right. Life is hard. Life is hard. So we're not going to pretend like we're not going to experience hardships and like everything is going to be breezy. I'm not saying that because I did walk into 2020 thinking that. I did. I was so stupid. Oh, 2020 is going to be the best year ever. 2020 vision. 2020 was horrible, but it was also a very good year for me and my business, right? So I'm taking that same understanding into 2022, right? It's going to be hard. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be sadness. There's going to be disappointments. There's going to be failures, but there's also going to be some wonderful wins and some celebrations of those wins, right? We're going to stop and we're going to acknowledge those wins. I've learned from Rashida that we don't take enough time to look back at what we did. We're always striving. Rashida and Deborah, my who did some writing coaching with me, talked about striving. We don't stop to say, oh, but look how far I've come, right? Rashida was talking about money. Nobody ever tells you when you have enough. She'd worked and saved and invested and invested and invested and invested. And nobody was like, oh, Rashida, you have enough to retire. And then finally she looked and she was like, oh, I'm there. I'm actually at the finish line. I didn't even know it. So this is going to be a focus for me next year. Hi, Nirel. Are we doing vision boards live this year? I think if Rashida's not going to do a vision board video, then I'll do one. She's got something planned, right? Didn't she say that? In her goals video, I think she said that she was going to get together and do a vision board video. If she doesn't do one, then I'll do one. She's on vacation until January, so we'll see. But if she doesn't do one, we'll do one together over here. We'll do one on either her channel or my channel. Grace says no failure, just unsuccessful attempts. I'm okay with the word failure, right? I'm okay. Some things failed. I'm okay with that. I still learn from them, right? I'm okay with the word failure. I don't feel like I have to call it something else. If it failed, it failed. Some things I objectively failed at, right? I wanted to write. I didn't just want to write a book, but I wanted to write a book. And in the month of October, November, and December are book selling months, right? For Christmas, I wanted to sell $2,000 worth of my book, right? I didn't just want to write the book, but I wanted to make $2,000 profit from the book in this year. Not only did I not make the $2,000, I didn't even finish the book, right? That's a failure. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying that was a failure. It's going to be on my vision board again for next year. I brought on a little help. So we talked about doing things with ease. I'm paying someone to do some research for me for the book. Yeah, I'm embracing ease. Sometimes ease means paying somebody to do it for you. I have worked as a ghostwriter. So I asked her if she wanted to ghostwrite. And she was like, no, I got my own stuff to do. I got my own stuff. And I was like, all right, well, here's some things that you can research for me for money. You research it. You give me a digested version. Give me a Reader's Digest version of this entire topic. And so that is how I'm embracing ease while writing a book, while running a business, technically 2 businesses, while doing coaching, while having a YouTube channel, while traveling. I don't do everything myself. Okay, that's it. We're on to topic number 4, I think. But we'll work on I'm pretty sure Rashida announced that she was going to do a vision board video. If she's not going to do it, we'll do it. We'll do it early next year. Okay. All right. So that's it. Leaving room for increase. That's it, Kim. That's it. Yeah, we put the limit. Who said that that's the ceiling? Who said? Right? We have ceilings. We're like, this is the ceiling. This is the age where I will no longer become a mother. This is the time when I can no longer be a runner. This is the time. Who said? Amen, Kim. Right? Who said? Yeah. So I'm addressing the things that I have thought all this time, right? Those limiting beliefs, I am addressing them, and I'm gonna tear the roof off. I don't have a better way to explain it. I'm tearing the roof off. All this stuff in 2022. Thank you, Christine. That's very sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, Sonia. So I'm okay with saying who knows what's going to happen, right? Who knows? But it's back at it. Who knows what's going to happen? We can only do what we can do. We can do what we can do. Thanks. The rest is up to you. Got your update in just in time. Landed my first local house sit in January. Very good. Very good. Congratulations. That's the beginning, right? That's the beginning to a new world. A beginning to the world being open up to you. All right. Okay. You're welcome. Hi, Aurora. Thank you. I've been watching your videos and they're very helpful with getting me out of stuck mode. I'm glad. I once thought that stuck mode was life. I thought that was it. I promise you, I thought that was it. I thought, oh, this is just how it is for me. This is just my life. I didn't even realize I was stuck. I thought that was life, right? When you recognize that you're stuck and you can do more, you're ahead of the game. Once all it takes, right? That realization, you're ahead of the game. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we've got we've got our meetup time and location. And time and location, that's all we need. Okay, so we've got our meetup plans. So I will see some of you very soon. That's exciting. I'll see some of you very soon. Others of you I will see later. Okay. If you're in my YouTube membership, hopefully some of them will be joining me in Curacao in like March. And then some of you I will be joining in April. Okay, Joan. Hi, Joan. Joan says it was Adelia maybe who mentioned the vision board. Okay, so let me poke around and refresh my memory. But someone's doing a vision board video. We'll do it. I'll make sure that you know. I'll make sure that you on this channel know when that's happening. Thanks, Joan. I know I heard the words. Thank you. I know I heard those words. So we'll find out who is doing that video live stream so that we can do them together. I do them. I like them. I like them. I've shown you my vision board a couple of times on here. I've shown you the things that I made progress on, the things I didn't do anything towards. But I need visual daily reminders, or I will forget and it'll be 3 months later. And I'll be like, oh, I was supposed to write a book this year. Like, seriously, I forget stuff. I'm not going to remember. I need a visual reminder every day. This is why I'm doing these things. I believe it too, Aurora. I believe it. Okay, Christine also says it was a dahlia. Okay, so I will find out the date and I will share it every chance I get, wherever. In my community tab, I will share it on Instagram. I'll share it to make sure that we're all there so that we can do it together. Okay? All right. Thanks so much again for being here. Thanks for sharing and for giving and for talking and communicating. Thank you, Angela, for planning and planning and planning. We appreciate all of you. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Angela. We appreciate all of you for being here and for making this community. You make the community. It's not a community if it's just me. I know that. So thank you for being here, for participating, for giving, for sharing, for being so good to each other and to being good to yourselves while you're here. All right. So next Saturday is Christmas. I'm not going to be here next Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be doing a Christmas live stream. So I'll see you in the new year. So if we're not here the 25th, yeah, Saturday after that, is that January 1st? Wait, y'all know I don't know things. 2021. Wait, I want to get this clear before we go, when I'll see you again. Why is this so hard to figure out? December 30th? Yeah, wow. Okay, so I'll see you on New Year's Day. I will be here New Year's Day. I'll be in Mexico, but we'll go live New Year's Day. I'm not going to do a live stream on Christmas, but I'll see you New Year's Day. Oh, Adelia says not her. Okay. Okay. Well, let me watch Rashida's video again and see if it was Rashida. If not, then I'll do it. Somebody said it. Adelia said, ask Stephanie. Oh, is that what she said? I don't think that's what I heard. Let me just double check. Let me double check that Rashida is not going to do a vision board video, and then we'll schedule it. If she's not going to do one, we'll probably just do it on January 1st because I don't have anything else scheduled. Okay. So January 1st, 10 o'clock Eastern time, we'll get together. Maybe a vision board party, maybe not a vision board party. It'll probably be a vision board party. Okay. All right. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year's, friends. Okay. Happy New Year. All right. I'll see you guys again very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.